Very good. Jeez, that's a lot of work. A bit of Paul Pogba here. You good? Don't mess with this lady. Morning guys, and welcome to day 8, a brand new week here in the East African series, and we are still, in fact for those of you who don't know where I am, believe it or not, in the midst of Africa. It is fucking freezing. But I will do a little room tour and show you around, probably do a little hotel tour as well and show you around. It is incredible the poverty and how people are living literally just outside the gate. It's absolutely incredible, and then to be staying in such a good place, I did not expect it. So I want to show you all. First, we'll go down, milk some cows, probably meet some locals, because that is the highlight when you're this far out of the main towns. Yeah, then I think we're going to Tchegera, which is a little island in the middle of Lake Kivu. So we're going to chill out there, see what else we can do. And yeah, so join us while we stroke some teats and try and make some milk. Oh yeah, come on, you look at this. It's the last thing I thought I'd be doing in the DRC. Mom, you. There we go. Oh, there's the donkey from Shrek. You good? Some gushing on that. God, how long would it take me to do this? Milk this whole cow? God. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at the difference.
Try to do like that.
Okay. That's smart.
Oh.
Jeez, that's a lot of work. That is a lot of work. I tell you what, that is a lot harder than you think. I'm exhausted and only got about 2 milliliters. Quicker sucking it. The World Cow Milking Championships for sure. So welcome to the milking ground, I think it's called. I know I'm from the land of fucking cows, but I know nothing about farm animals. This is a little pen where they keep the calves, and then what they do, they actually split them after about 8 months, and then what they do in order to know which cows have the milk, they let one calf out every so often, which will then locate its mother, and that's the one who gets milked, and then the process just continues for the rest of the morning. It's actually quite smart, but they take, I think, 2 litres out, and then they leave 2 litres for the calf, I think. He's probably the youngest, at about 4?
Hey, 6 years.
He's 6 and he's working. They're all working at that age. Fucking hell. Au revoir. So guys, normally when I'm this far off the beaten path, I would sleep like the locals. I would try and stay in this similar sort of accommodation. And also when you're that far off the beaten path, you don't get decent hotels, so you have no real option. But I want to show you this little utopia, this little Garden of Eden in the middle of nowhere. Now don't be fooled and say, look, it can't be that hard in the DRC, because if you get hotels like this, you know, just outside of Goma, it can't be that bad. But this is by far one of the best hotels I've stayed in during my trip. So let's have a little walk around. You normally get locals, quite a few locals will come here for a special occasion, where it's a birthday or maybe a wedding, or maybe just a weekend away, or maybe just to have dinner. So here you have a few outside spaces which you can use for dinner, for drinks. Here you got a dining room, there you've got a lounge, and yeah, so it can cater, I think, for quite a big number of people. Here's another outside space. You've got seats, you've got tables sort of scattered around the garden, which is pretty good. That means everyone's sort of spread about. There's, generally speaking, there's not that many people who will come here. Yesterday was quite busy actually. And here, if it gets a little bit cold or a little bit wet, here you can chill out and again have some food. So again, lots of tables, lots of space for people. And the views here are absolutely unreal. It is quite like home, just not as flat. You've obviously got the cows, you get the hills, you get the trees, and it does rain, which makes you wonder. It really does feel like home sometimes. So here we have the bar. Typical of Africa, you have your Johnny Walker, red label, black label, double black, and all the rest of it. This is something I wasn't expecting. I don't know if you know, but Guinness is a very, it's like the most stereotypical Irish thing you can ever have. And here you've got advertisements for the Guinness. They don't serve it, which is a bit of a disappointment. And here's a little private area where if you had a little party or a big family, if you want to come in here and just chill out on your own, you could chill on the swing, and again you get lovely views. Like, this is unbelievable. Just literally the other side of the gate, you want to see how people live. It's just, it's unbelievable. Yes, look at this beautiful place. It's unbelievable. They really do look after you. You know, when it gets cold, to put out the fire. The food does take a while. I think we were about 2.5 hours yesterday for our dinner. And the drink, what I ordered, an African coffee, took about half an hour. So, but it's Africa, you have to accept that sort of thing. But let's check out the room. Hello. Hello. Good English. Bless them, they always like to try and talk English. Better than my French anyway. Right. Into the room. Hit the lights. And yes, it is very rustic, but kind of adds a little bit of the charm. Look at these. Like, they're a fortune. If you were to get them at home, they're an absolute clean fortune. There we go. And straight into the bathroom. This will go down. This shower here will go down as probably one of the coldest showers I've ever had in my life. Now, I would try a cold shower after the gym every day, but when you're not expecting it and you want a hot shower to actually wash, it's not ideal. So here's your toilet, all very, very clean, and here's your sink, your mirror, and everything you'd need. I didn't realise there was hot water, you just have to wait until the morning. Here we have a place to do some work, chill out, maybe have a drink. Likewise for the outside here. And the bed, now I keep getting told off during my room tours for my mess of a bed, so give me a second here. That's as good as you're going to get. Get lights either side, which, look, I'm not scared of the dark, but see when you're in a place new and it's pitch dark, I do like a wee bit of light. But let's go outside and have a wee look here, see what the noise is. So here we are on the balcony. Bonjour. There's the main house, obviously the bar, the reception, and then the access down onto the main road. Anything but a main road. So there is your complete tour of Malakia Lodge. The rest of the day we are going, hopefully visit another village, meet some inquisitive locals, and then that'll probably do us. And then later on this afternoon we're heading to Tchegera, which is a little tiny island in the middle of the Kivu Lake. So I will hopefully see you soon, but it's goodbye from Malakia Lodge. Bless them. Bonjour. Ça va? So we have just arrived in the little town. I can't remember the name of it, but it's the town centre of where we're staying. I'll show you around if I can. But yeah, it's all the young ones are always the ones interested to see foreigners. All the old ones, obviously, it's nothing new. So this is the town centre of Mushaki. So you get the motorbike taxis waiting for a fare. You have people selling fruit. And I think those ladies might be selling wood. This is a cafe? Yeah, it's a cafe. Sells pasta. Yeah. Alright, like a restaurant. Yeah, cafe it is. And this is where people sell their palm oil. Just what's yeah, palm oil. Hello, you want to see? Ah, he knows. A job. You say yeah. Le pense. And you? Okay. Okay, au revoir. Okay? So, welcome to the salon here in Masisi. A bit of Paul Pogba here. Don't recognise anyone else, to be honest. If you're gonna get a haircut in Masisi, this is where you will come. Unbelievable. It's very clean too. And then outside you can see obviously all the locals are. Wow, what a place. So that's how people in the DRC get their haircut. Cooking some potatoes. Salad. So welcome to day 8. We're currently, we would call this a little port, but we're currently waiting for our boat to take us to Tchegera, which is the little islands there just in the distance. We had a bit of a struggle at one of the checkpoints leaving Masisi, which is a region of the DRC. I think what people tend to do is they control each region as they want, and they can make their own rules. So I'm going to play this little clip now because the lady was very, very good. Don't mess with this lady. We have just spent the last, what, 30 minutes at the border getting hounded by the officials. I think it's some checkpoint at Masisi. And to be fair to good old Lydia, she stood her ground. I think they wanted money. What did they want? $5? $10? Yeah, they wanted $5. But even $5 is too much to pay for Lydia. So Lydia, my little bodyguard. So she saved me a bit of coin, or probably saved herself a bit of coin, and now we've made it. So it's just a case of holding out for the boat. I don't particularly want to go on that, but it'd be an experience. It's a fishing boat. A couple of kids here just making a fire and just playing around. This is what they get up to. Fella. It's a big jump, eh? Hey. Here we are. Welcome to Tchegera. And I take the fruit juice here in the other hand. Perfect. Oh, this is a cloth? Jeez, I'm gonna have to, bit of juggling. Thank you very much. Real safari vibes here. Look at this. This is something else. So, here we are, enjoying the beautiful bay of Tchegera. And right now I'm going to show you around. I'm going to show you around my tent. But first, look at this for a view. That is the famous and the very, very active volcano of Goma, Mount Nyiragongo, which erupted, I think, about 12. It's continually erupting, but it had a heavy eruption about 12 months ago. So look at this place. So anyway, let's have a look at the tent. I'm gonna have to change to my phone. So in we go to the bedroom. Let's start in the bedroom. As you can see, the light's pretty poor, but it's really just for sleeping on. On the bedside table, you have some drinking water, which is supplied for each guest. This is obviously a double room. I think they have about 6 of these tents. Some sort of flour. Let's give it. Oh my god! Fucking hell! I near sank through that. Jesus Christ! Obviously, being in the DRC, gay pride umbrellas are a must. Here on the other side, you have your little power outlet. You have your windows, obviously, with a mesh to help you out mosquitoes. Still haven't got malaria, which is a result. Here you have, well, I was told there was a hair dryer in there. Let's see underneath. Yep, very nice, very nice. So yes, you have 2 chairs and obviously your little coffee table. These can be taken outside if you want to enjoy a little drink with your partner, or maybe even just alone like me, and just enjoy the view of Mount Congo while it erupts. Unbelievable. So let me take you into the bathroom. It's hard to know what to expect here, but look at this. Look at the size of that shower. Obviously you've got a wee sort of draining system below it. And they're good enough to supply you with their own shampoo, body wash, maybe some conditioner. More privacy from partner. If you don't want to see them shower, you don't want to see them naked or having a shit, then you just put this down. And speaking of having a shit, here is the toilet. And if you are getting eaten by mozzies, you can, oh no wait, that's just spray. Probably be needing it. Now, here, and not just in Africa, but many places actually in Europe too, it is not safe for foreigners or tourists to drink the water. Actually, it's not even safe for them to use it to brush their teeth. So that's why they leave it here. They leave this here so you can use that to brush your teeth. Fuck me, unbelievable. Yeah, there you go. You've obviously got these wee sort of woven carpet things. You know, so it's nice and comfy beneath the wee toes, getting in and out of the bed. I think there you go. Let me just give you, see, doesn't do an awful lot. You have everything you would ever need. This is really, really good. And we're actually, it's very safari. Now we're going to, I think, Kenya, the Masai Mara National Park, and also the Serengeti, which will be similar accommodation. In fact, I actually think theirs will be probably slightly better. Now this is top stuff. This is better than I ever thought. So what I'm gonna do, probably get settled in and then maybe get a bite of lunch. But yes, and then we're gonna have a little walk around the island, probably go for a little kayak. And yeah, just check out the rest of the island. Pretty impressive, I'll be honest. So welcome to Tchegera. Right, let's go for a little dander. See what we can find around the island. These are the marabou. They don't like humans, eh?
No, you cannot join them.
He knows me well. Let's have a closer look. Come on. Don't be scared of the Mazungo. Mazungo Zungo. How big are these ones? Their wings?
The wings.
Yeah, how long from here?
It's like one. Oh no.
Oh.
It's like one.
Okay, he doesn't know. It must be a meter each, at least. Always holding us up. Always waiting for Lilia. Huh? So this is where he sleeps, apparently.
Yeah.
This is... Oh, I know you're not sleeping. I would be sitting here waiting for you. Getting hot again. Haven't seen the sun in about 4 days. But look how unbelievable this looks. So we are saying goodbye to our only other guests, which means we have the place to ourselves. We have the entire island to ourselves. It's full, eh?
Bell peppers, some chilies.
But the time is kind of late.
And
It's 3:30. Well, it's not that late.
yeah.
Right, we're nearly at the top. It's so fucking hot here. It's so hot. The rear of Tchegera, and this is the front where the bay is. There's the boat coming back, an empty boat. My tent will be down here with the restaurant, and that's where we've seen the birds over on that far side. Well, that is the end of the walk around. What an absolute treat. If I thought yesterday's hotel was a wee utopia, this one definitely gives it a run for its money. This is proper DRC weather. This is proper African weather. But we are on our way to the top of the island. I realise it's more of a place to come and relax and chill out rather than do any sort of, you know, unique experience. I suppose coming to the island is a unique experience on its own. What they have on the weekends as well, they have quite a lot of locals over. So they host a barbecue every Saturday and Sunday, and you can get 70, 80 people at it. So that could be worthwhile. It is such a contrast to everywhere else I have been in the DRC. Bukavu, Goma, Masisi, and probably every other town. There is, you'll not be able to see it behind the clouds, there's currently a thunderstorm over the active volcano of Nyiragongo. Did you know that during the eruption 12 months ago, most of the deaths, I think I said hundreds, most of the deaths, which were about 30 or 40, were caused by car crashes from the evacuation. And here is where they get their water. So this is pumped up from the lake. This is obviously a freshwater lake, Lake Kivu. You have solar panels which will power the whole island. Yeah, so here you go. Here is the highest part of Tchegera Island in the DRC. So here you have Goma, which is the main island or the main city on the east of the DRC. I think that's maybe only about 15-20 miles away. And then we came from Masisi, which is in the mountains that direction. I'm doing a hike. Mushaki, I think it is, in Rwanda in 2 days. It's like 4 or 5 hours. I'm out of breath after 10 minutes. Right, let's get this drone up, take a couple of photos. As you can see, it's kind of shaped like a little crescent, so it's quite unique. You'll be able to see that in a second. So there is the beautiful island of Tchegera, and I'm sure you're shocked, but just remember, not everywhere in the DRC is like this. That's the thing about visiting these sort of places, you have to accept it for what it is, otherwise you just wouldn't enjoy it. Is that my fucking phone? That is the sister just off the phone. Apparently mum tried to phone me and a foreign guy answered. Does she not have a fucking clue where I am? What could possibly go wrong here? Apart from another eruption. What do we have here? Okay, let's have a little look. Nice, demographic. A wee bit of information about Lake Kivu. That is a nice touch. That is a very nice touch. It's always the smaller things that matter. What a great day. What a great meal, by the way. Starter was like chips and poached eggs, alioli, like a garlicky sauce. Can't remember how to pronounce it. An aubergine. Unbelievable. It was proper Michelin star food. Second course was like a spicy soup. Again, one of the nicest soups I've ever had. And you had a selection of like sourdough, toast or bread. And the third course, the main course, was tomahawk, but instead of getting on the bone with plenty of fat and all the rest of it, it was just so good. It was like a proper fillet steak, so tender, so juicy, so full of flavour. It was incredible. And they also gave us some Irish potatoes, which and some broccoli. We all know how much I like broccoli. Yes, and then the banana dessert, which, look, I'm not a huge fan of banana, but that's me. But yes, that is it for today. That is it for day 7, I think, day 8. I can't remember. Tomorrow we'll be heading through Goma, probably stop in Goma, check out a market, you know, see if we can, you know, meet a couple of locals, annoy a few people with a camera, and then from there we're heading across into Rwanda for company number 155. If you're excited and you want to see the DRC one last time, then please join us tomorrow. But yes guys, thank you very much for watching. I do appreciate it. See you tomorrow.